Well, we'd like to welcome you all back to In the Spotlight, and we are very happy to have with us Tina Courpas, the president of the Hellenic Initiative, which is the premier Greek diaspora non-for-profit foundation that does extensive work globally to pull in resources and assist Greece. They've been doing it for over a decade, and we love Peter Poulos, who was a former president, but we also love Tina Courpas, the new president of THI. Welcome, Tina. We spoke to you in the summer, and we're happy to hear about what's happening year-end for THI.
Thank you, Yanna. It's so good to see you again. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I think we spoke in May, so we've been busy since that time. I would say if I had to categorize what the big themes are of the last really 6 or 7 months, we had our first major Athens event in July. We held 5 events in Athens. We have always held for 6 years now our annual venture fair in Athens, where we invite the most promising Greek startups who are seeking capital between $2 and $5 million to a American-style pitching event, and we assemble investors from around the world to hear their stories in hopes that they will make their debut on the international stage, get some funding, and really help lift them up. And we did that again this year, as well as a 10th anniversary celebration at the Zapion and some other events. So that was really important for us. We went to Greece because we wanted to accomplish our mission, and as I said, the Venture Fair is part of our mission. It did bear fruit. We awarded Feel Therapeutics as our Venture Fair winner, which is a fascinating company of Greeks, young Greeks, who are basically, they have a product which collects mental health data through a receptor on someone's body, and can assess that mental health data in real time for purposes of diagnosis and treatment. So Feel Therapeutics won our venture fair, so to speak, and got a lot of exposure, as well as the other companies. So we were pleased to do that in Greece, and we were also pleased to raise our visibility in Greece. The Zapion party was a very big celebration of our 10 years in Greece, and we did that not just because we love to get our community together, but because the more people that know about us in Greece, the more we have access to amazing partners who can help us do our work. The more we have access to corporations with whom we can partner to scale our impact in Greece. This year, 2 of our sponsors were THEI, the Public Power Corporation in Greece, and Qualco, who are 2 brand new corporate sponsors for THI, and I anticipate doing more with them in the future. So for those reasons, Athens was a big milestone for us.
Well, the Greeks do excel in many sectors, and I'm just curious, from all the participation in the venture fair, which industries or fields or sectors did you find that the Greeks are excelling in, some innovation that can be offered to the world?
I can tell you about some of the companies. If I had to say at a macro level, Greece is a highly educated population, as we all know, with significant, excellent English speakers, highly exportable, and very strong in the STEM areas: science, technology, engineering, and math. So to me, what sort of blew me away at the venture fair is the amount of tech startups, people that are, whether they're applying technology to common everyday things, like we had a company in the venture fair that had developed a technology which would allow someone like a Starbucks to maximize their coffee machines in all of their outlets to make sure those were producing a great product, producing it quickly, producing it efficiently, et cetera, whether it's applying to common everyday things that we all can understand, or whether it's, some kind of brand new technology that is, a market that sort of hasn't existed before. So I would say in the technology area, Greek startups are just knocking the cover off the ball, really. Then the other place I love to see, I do see our people, is the sustainability space. Greece has food products that are, a step above organic. There are people in Greece that are doing sort of what I think is going to be the next organic food category. It's not just that organic foods are maybe better than highly, contaminated foods, but if the crop rotation is such that it's not the same vegetable grown in that patch every year, the nutritional value is far in excess of what it otherwise would be. So our climate in our homeland, the sun, the water, the climate, and the connectivity of the people with the land is, I think, another huge opportunity, which is, the organic food and plus space. And lastly, tourism. One of our venture capital, one of our sort of venture fair companies has a technology that allows you, if you're walking through a major site in Greece, an archaeological site or anywhere, you can walk around with a virtual experience in tandem with that, which educates you beyond like an audio tour would, but enhances the experience through a virtual aspect.
What type of fields are they interested in investing in? What is their main interest in investing in Greece?
I think that our winner field, therapeutics, got a lot of interest because they were, they were all incredible. They were all incredible. There were 10 of them. And I can say that investors that have been with us for all of these years, the 6 venture fairs we've had, said that this group was really, we've been in incubation for 2 years, right? We haven't done this since COVID. So I think the Greek ecosystem has evolved to the point where, and our network has evolved to the point where there was a big quantum leap in the quality of the companies that were shown there. So what are they interested in? I think, we had interest across the board really for our venture fair companies.
Tina, who are these investors? Are they Greeks from the diaspora? Or are they just general global, international companies that are interested in Greece?
We had a range. We have a list that we go to year after year, which we expand every year. And I can say that we made a quantum leap in the expansion of that list because we really went as far and wide as we could with our corporate partners and our international network. And this is part of why we have our events. So for example, because our footprint at our London Gala is expanding and we invite people and bring people in who we didn't know before, those people, many of them or some of them are in the financial world. So they then learn about THI. They then get invited to our venture fairs. So to answer your question, it's sort of a very great diversity. Some people, some real anchors that we know in Greece, whether it's Axia Ventures or Southbridge Ventures or Brook Street Ventures in London, whether who's run by a Greek, whether it's people we know in Greece, or we did have a significant London community come out for it. We have people in America who are part of the venture capital or private equity space. And then because of the size here, you're talking about 2 to 5 million, we also have people that were interested for their own personal investments, whether it's for our board members or people that run family offices, et cetera. It was a range.
Well, the venture fair sounds amazing, and it's such a great opportunity for the Greeks and the Greek startups. How can a Greek startup participate? Where can they find more information about your venture fair?
Let's give them some information. Well, for startups that are of that size, the venture fair attracts more established companies that already have some revenue and already have a bit of scale. So if you are that company, we launch our requests for proposals sometime around May. We always do the venture fair in July. So it's on our social media, it's on our website, and you can apply directly through there. If you put it on your calendar, it's coming next July. If you're a smaller company, we have the Venture Impact Awards, which we're holding on December 14th. This is for the smaller end of the scale. This is true startups. They may not be profitable yet. They may not be scaled yet. They generally have a product already. The investments we make in the THI actually awards capital to those as part of our Venture Impact Awards. That is sort of $25,000 increments. So again, it's a smaller company. So if you are a Venture Impact Award sized and stage company, the applications are out now. November 20th is actually the deadline. It's all over our social media and on our website. Please apply.
So what are some goals that you're trying to meet in the next, 1.5 months? What are some of the things that you're trying to accomplish?
Our year-end goals, our goal sort of is I can always boil our goal down to, how much can we support Greece and how much of an impact can we have in Greece? So all of our existence funnels to that end goal. And again, to be specific about what THI does, We have half of our team in Greece and half of our team in the US. So we are constantly scouring the landscape in Greece. Who are the best partners, NGOs and nonprofits that can help us fulfill our crisis relief mission? If we want to address hunger in Greece, who's doing it most effectively? If we want to address homelessness, same question. If we want to plant trees in Greece, which is now part of our crisis relief, we need to find the best person doing that in Greece. So that's our mission. And then on the economic development side, it's the same thing, whether we're funding what we believe to be the best companies or the best NGOs, for example, Regeneration, which people know about, which is a job placement, the largest human resources firm in Greece, which places college educated Greeks into jobs. We look for those people and try to support them as much as possible. So again, when I look at the year end, our goal is kind of what it always is, helping and supporting and uplifting as much as we possibly can. So I'm pleased to say that this year, we're on track to give out more money than we've given out in several years. We're on track to give out 1.2 million. We've already put out the door $1 million. It'll actually probably end up being a little more than 1.2. We've already put 1 million out in grants. And our gala is coming. It's December 3rd. It's our biggest fundraising event. Every dollar that an outside donor puts into a ticket at the gala or buys something at the silent auction or just donates to THI, all of that goes directly to making that 1.2 million we put out at the end of the year, 1.3, 1.4. Our board funds our operations. So every dollar an outside donor gives is incremental to how much we can help Greece. So when I think about what I would love to see, I would love to see that help be as big as possible.
After a decade of supporting Greece, THI has really, been on the ground and seeing what Greece really needs support in. The needs have surely changed. I mean, the Prime Minister has done an amazing job in attracting investments. He's great with international public relations, and he's very supportive of businesses. What do you believe Greece is in need of at this current state, at this juncture?
A few things. I think that when we say jobs are created in Greece, they need to be jobs that people can actually feed their families on and make a decent living on, because it's only if the jobs are at that level that they can sustain people beyond the poverty line, and they can actually have a multiplier effect on the GNP of the country. So we think about this a lot at THI. Regeneration is placing highly educated, college-educated Greeks under 29 in jobs. Then you have another, you have different categories of society who have not had as much opportunity. So we actually recently funded a group called Odysseia, that is kind of the regeneration of people who have not had the opportunity to go to college, who are interested in vocational work, who are interested in service work, who are interested in things to raise them from the disadvantaged level where they began to a higher level, which could hopefully then lead in their families to a higher level. So I think that is something that we think about, is it's not just to have a job, but it's to have that job be able to lift you and your family up. I think that's one thing. And then I think also Greece, it really felt this way this summer, and I know so many of us were in Greece this summer. It felt like it was on the cusp of really becoming a very attractive to capital that may otherwise not be thinking about Greece. I mean, we're honoring Albert Bourla at our gala, and in doing research about his fascinating life and what Pfizer is doing, they're really building innovation centers in Thessaloniki. They built a center for AI in Thessaloniki, where Greece can kind of change its categorization to be a place where not just the diaspora is interested, but others are interested in investing as well. And I think that could create a tipping point for Greece, even more than it already is.
So let's talk about the gala, the most weighted gala, the biggest event in New York City, December 3rd. Let's hear all about it.
Oh, that's so great. Thank you, Yanna. Yes, our gala is December 3rd. We'll be hosting it at the Cipriani Wall Street, as we did last year. It is an absolutely beautiful venue. This is our 10th anniversary gala. So while the gala is always I think a very, very special evening. We hope that this year people will feel that it's our 10-year anniversary. So we are honoring Albert Bourla, as I said, who's the chairman and CEO of Pfizer, who was a fellow Greek of the diaspora, as you are and we all are here, Yanna, listening potentially. Born in Thessaloniki, educated in Greece until age 34, and then sort of the rest is history. We know the heights to which he has risen. We also have Jim Giannopoulos, who's the former CEO of Paramount Pictures, as our master of ceremonies, which will be very interesting. And Eli Kokinou from Greece is going to be our entertainment. So we're very much looking forward to Eli's performance. She performed at our 2021 London Gala and just brought the house down. So we're looking forward to a very special night.
You heard it, guys. December 3rd, we are expecting all Greeks. Shout out to all the Greeks in all the tri-state area. Bring your friends, bring your family. Let's support Greece. It's a wonderful cause, and the Hellenic Initiative is surely doing an amazing job, and that's why we are all here to support. Tina, looking forward to seeing you and hearing more about what the Hellenic Initiative is doing in the days to come.
Thank you so much, Yanna.
Thank you for joining us, Tina, and looking forward to the gala, December 3rd, everyone, Cipriani's Wall Street, to support the Hellenic Initiative, doing great things for Hellenism.